Topic: Tools and Equipment. At the end of this lesson you should be able to understand the following concepts: equipment, tools, mechanized implements and systems. Harvesting and crop processing machines / equipment, identification, operation and basic components. Cutting machines. Baling machines. Introduction. Learning content that was dealt with in Grade 10, 11 and Term 1 Grade 12 must link in with the current content that will now be dealt with. Grade 10 Safety. Grade 11 Safety. Grade 12 Safety. The purpose of this lesson is to cover content associated with harvest and crop processing machines / equipment. Concepts and skills. Harvesting and crop processing machines / equipment, identification, operation and basic components. Hay / fodder cutting machines. Disc cutting machines. Disc cutters are useful but dangerous equipment, with the potential for serious to cause injuries. The blades turn against the high speed of 2000 to 4000 rpm. The speed at which the tip of the blade can move range from 160 to 300 km per hour. For safety, must the operator know how to move the blade, quickly disconnect and stop the engine. Safety tips for handling a cutting machine. Read and understand the operator's manual to become familiar with the machine. Remove all foreign objects from lawns before you start mowing. Use the recommended PPE, personal protections equipment including tight-fitting clothing. Disconnect the blade before turning on the machine. Keep all screens and security measures in place. Never disconnect any safety switches. Never refuel the lawnmower when the engine is hot or switched on. Store petrol in an approved container with the correct label. Switch off the car before cleaning the area under the deck. Disconnect the spark plug or electrical plug before troubleshooting or repairing the lawnmower. Perform routine maintenance as recommended by the manufacturer's schedule. Keep a running lawn mower away from bystanders and pets. Safety tips for push lawn mowers. Start lawn mower with feet firmly and in a safe position. Safety tips for electric lawn mowers. Never use an electric lawn mower on wet grass. Safety tips for reachable lawn mowers. Keep both feet on the footrest of the lawn mower. No extra passengers on any lawn mowers. Be aware of the power takeoff shaft. Cutter. A lawn mower can easily turn over. Push the mower away from the operator when falling over. Never leave a walking lawn mower unattended. Make sure the area is free of loose items. Foreign objects in the cutting area can be thrown through the lawn mower. Proper PPE for the cutting process. Sturdy steel-toe shoes are highly recommended during cutting process. Long pants and long-sleeved shirts protect against flying debris, grass clippings, and wear safety eye protection or goggles, especially when near solid objects such as gravel driveways are cut. Overprotection is strongly recommended during cutting. Maintenance. Oil regularly, grease. Sharpen all blades. Make sure all screens are in good working order and in place. Replace weather tires. Make sure all the straps are tight. Repair or replace all broken parts immediately. Baling machines. Two types of baling machines. Square baler, ram, making rectangular bales, and the round baler making cylindrical bales. Operation of the ram type baler. The baler is driven by a power remover, saw. When the drive wheel rotates, the crankshaft also rotates, which moves the ram forward and backward. At the same time, the pack of arms moves in and out of the bale cabin and the auger turns constantly. The spring-loaded pickup wheel picks up the hay as the baler moves forward and throws it into the combine. Plates where it comes into contact with the feed auger. The auger that floats constantly turns and feeds the hay to the pack arms. The pack of arms moving up and down towards the hay carries the hay to the bale. The hay is compressed in the bale cabin by the pestle with forward and backward movements. This movement is synchronized with the pack arms. It feeds the hay into the bale cabin, through the packing arms when pulled to maximum. The baler is equipped with a blade on the side of the pestle to separate the hay in the bale cabin from the rest. 2 needles are used to push the ropes through the bales, where the knot mechanism catches and binds them. A measuring wheel that rotates slowly and moves the bale through the bale cabin with the bale and activates the needles and knot mechanism if it has the correct length. How to change the bale density of a ram-type baler. By increasing or decreasing the resistance to the hay moving through the bale cabin. By setting the bale chamber. Operation of the round baler. How is the bale density of round bales changed? By increasing or decreasing the bale rate. Slip clutch and function. Prevent heavy objects from being absorbed into the baler. Protect the adder if it is obstructed by any foreign objects. Protect the auger if it is overloaded. Advantages of the rectangular baler with that of the cylindrical baler. Rectangular. Save space optimally. Handle bales by hand. Continuous baling process. Bale easily stored. Transport space optimal use. Round. One-man operation. Low rope consumption. Simple operation. Can bale until it starts to rain. No need for covered storage. Disadvantages. Rectangular. Greater labor need. Bales should be stored under a roof or tarpaulin. Higher maintenance needs machine. Operation more complicated. More expensive / higher repair costs. Cylindrical. Difficult transport of bale. Must be handled mechanically. No automatic packing equipment available yet. Relatively large storage space required. Transport problems. Getting ready for bale. All grease points must be well greased. The correct tension must be set for all tires and chains. Check that all parts are functioning properly by operating them slowly. Replace all worn parts immediately. Service according to manufacturer specifications. Lift all dust release screens. Check that binding period has been corrected. See if the machine magazine has enough rope. Setting of baler timing. The exact moment when the needles lift the binding rope so that the pressed hay can be bound. This should happen if the ram does not compress. Ram can break the needles that pierce through hay. Safety mechanisms. Slide clutch. Screens. Ram stop safety mechanism. Shear bolts. Baler maintenance. Oil / grease. Check all bearing, chains and gears. Check all safety couplers. Sharpen all blades. Check wheel pressure. Check screw tension. Check chassis and tires for damage. Tasks that a person must perform during the maintenance of a baler. Lubricate regularly. Check all bearings, chains and gears. Check all safety couplers. Sharpen all blades. Check tire pressure. Check that all bolts are tight. Inspect chassis, chains, gears, mechanisms and tires for damage. Store for long period. Remove all bales from the bale chamber. Clean the baler properly. Drain and replace all oil. Release tension on all drive belts. Remove all chains, clean and oil and replace. Take all slip clutches apart, clean and reassemble but do not place the springs under tension. Reduce bale cabin tension. Cover unpainted parts with a thin layer of grease. Grease all grease points. Store baler in a dry place under a roof or tarpaulin. Round balers. Multiply system. It has a bale-forming mechanism that rolls the hay tightly into a round bale. The bale cabin is initially small but gradually enlarges as the hay is fed into the cabin. Tension system of pulleys, belts and chains keeps the tension of the bales constant. The bale cabin enlarges with the release of bales. If the bales are large enough, ropes are tied around the bale. The bale is then thrown out at the back of the baler and a new bale is formed. Welger type round bales. Bale formation process. Once a bale reaches maximum size, rope is released to bind it, and the forward movement is stopped. The bale keeps rolling and a rope turning arm, which works mechanically, moves forward over the top of the bale. This movement causes the rope to be twisted around the bale for its full length. Round bale safety. Safety aspects of the equipment used in large round bale packages such as balers, front-loading excavators, bale handling and transport devices. The key to a safe and efficient system for handling large round bales is an operator who is aware of the hazards involved and who follows safety practices to prevent accidents from occurring. Operators must be constantly alert to situations that could lead to injuries to themselves and or others. In addition to pain and suffering, accidents can contribute to higher costs in terms of unnecessary interruptions or costly repairs to machines. Readiness and safety awareness can lead to more efficient and profitable baling and handling of bales. Baling machine safety. Development of safety awareness begins with the operator's manual. Take time to read the manual and familiarize yourself with the machine at the beginning of each season. Insist that all operators be trained on the safety precautions in the manual. This measure is particularly important for the youth, whose training needs to be strengthened from time to time. Large round balers create unique safety problems for farmers and game ranchers. Large round balers have many moving parts that can cause injury or death when a person becomes entangled. Never leave the tractor seat until the PTO shaft has been disengaged and all moving parts have come to a standstill. Balers and bale handling equipment must be fitted with warning signs or labels. Round baler safety tips. A round baler is large and reduces operator vision to the rear. Be vigilant when pushing the baler backwards. Make sure no one is near the back gate when it is picked up and lowered. Keep everyone away from the back of the baler during download. Large round bales can roll after excretion on hilly terrain. Before servicing, cleaning, or adjusting a round baler, disconnect the power takeoff shaft and shut off the engine. Word. Never try to pull hay or rope out of a moving baler. Block the gate before working under it. Use the safety lock system for the baler gate or safety stop for the gate. Light cylinders. Keep the power takeoff shaft properly protected. Slide the tractor gearbox into park and lock the brakes, or block the baler wheels if the baler is not hooked to a tractor, before working on or under the baler. During operation, you must remain seated on the tractor's seat to reduce the chance of falling into the baler's path. Never allow passengers to ride on the baler during operation or transport. Be extremely careful when working with the baler on uneven or hilly terrain. Round balers have a high center of gravity and can tilt sideways if one wheel falls into a hole, ditch or other irregularity, especially if a finished bale is near release. Raise the rake to overcome bumps and obstacles when working over uneven terrain. Avoid sharp turns. If the tractor's wheels are set for wide windrows, the baler's tongue or sharp points can damage the rear tires. Never try to do tasks with the baler quickly. Keep safety signs clean, legible and free of obstruction material. Replace damaged or missing safety signs with new ones. Make operators aware of the meaning of the danger signs. When handling large round bales, the size of the tractor must match the size of the bale. A small tractor can be pushed down a slope. Without sufficient traction on grassy slopes, the tractor can easily slip and get out of control. Many fatal accidents have already occurred when bystanders become entangled in the baling process. Original safety screens over moving parts such as chains, gears and pulleys must be left in position to protect yourself and bystanders. The following mechanisms require special attention. Rake teeth and bale tension belts cannot be shielded and should be avoided. Bale gate can close on a bystander. You as the operator should make sure no one is near before turning on the equipment. Heat can build up through friction when dry hay comes in contact with faulty bearings and belts. Farmers have already reported that bales can start burning due to this friction and overheating. People have already suffered serious burns when they tried to put out these burning bales. Keep a dry chemical fire extinguisher handy. Bale handling on hills. Using large round balers on a slope is a greater danger situation than any other machining operation. Bales on a slope have the potential to roll down the hill and break through fences and crossroads, leading to injuries and potential damage to property. Always orient the bale correctly before leaving the bale out of the bale chamber. Sometimes it just means that the baler has to be pushed back to let the bale out at the right angle perpendicular to the slope. The aim is to make sure that the bale will rest safely on the hill. Steep slopes may require the bale to be hauled to a flat place before ejection. Handling of large round bales. Small square bales, weighing 35-85 kilograms, and are traditionally handled and packed by hand or with a bale loader. Large round bales usually weigh between 200 and 1000 kilograms and must be handled mechanically. Due to their weight, these bales can cause serious injuries if they roll over or fall on an individual. Many farmers use transport equipment designed for small square bales to handle these larger packages, sometimes with minor adjustments. When done improperly, it can lead to injury or death due to overturning or flattening.
Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more future educational videos.